In the late 1940s, Serge Polyakov developed his very own special way of abstract painting, arranging different fields of color alongside one another. He let the color itself form the context of the painting and became concerned with the relationships between the line and the surface, the form and the content, and the color and the light. This is why Serge Polyakov undoubtedly counts as one of the most important abstract painters of the 20th century. Born in Moscow in January in the very first year of 1900, Polyakov spent his growth in Russia. After fleeing his revolutionary home country in 1917, he finally came to Paris in 1923. Earning his life as a musician, his interest in the art of painting grew, and he started his studies in the late 20s in Paris at Académie Fourchot and Académie de la Grande Chaumière, originally focusing on a classic academic style. Polyakov's style changed when he in 1935 moved to London and continued his studies at the Slade School of Fine Arts. From now on, the abstract side of art and layering of paint became the most important thing for Polyakov. When he a few years later returned to Paris, he found a great source of inspiration in his new acquaintance and fellow countryman Wassily Kandinsky, and also in the Delaunay couple. From now on, he also found himself as an artist. Serge Polyakov soon became the front figure of the École de Paris and one of the most influential painters in Europe. This painting, created in 1967, only 2 years before the death of Polyakov, is a colorful composition composed by fields in different shades of blue, red, yellow, black and white. These characteristic interlocking jigsaw arrangements was a style Polyakov would return to several times in the 1950s and 60s. And Polyakov himself declared that the painting should be monumental, that is to say, larger than its own dimensions. This painting comes from a private Swedish collection and was acquired from Bertil Nordenhake, the founder of Galleri Nordenhake in Sweden. The space, proportions and rhythm were the key elements in the art of Serge Polyakov. And as in this painting, the gaze of the viewer is immediately drawn towards the center of the canvas due to the increasing density of forms and colors. This is a perfect example of Serge Polyakov at his peak, proving a vivid example of his later compositions painted in strong and light colors. For me personally, I'm attracted to the dynamic composition in this painting and its strong colors.